I just wanted to share something today that I've learned over the last few years that helped me crawl out of the abyss, out of the depression that I was locked in, what it felt like I was locked in and fucking stuck in, and I felt like there was no way out, no light, just a dark tunnel that I was trapped in. And it comes down to a few things. It's not just going to be one thing. So, and it's definitely not easy. It's going to take some work. So I'm just going to lay out the framework of things that have helped me, and let's see if it applies to you. You know, take these things and practice them and see how they apply to you. Number one, gratitude. It seems so simple, and it seems like bullshit. Like you've heard this before. Like they taught me this in church. Like my parents taught me this. Be grateful. Like when you're saying grace at the table, things you're grateful for, especially on Thanksgiving. No. What I mean by being grateful, by having gratitude, is literally thinking of the smallest to the biggest shit in your life that you can truly be thankful for, that you would be worse off without. Example, clean drinking. It's that simple. Clean drinking water. Do I have clean drinking water? Yes. Okay, I'm grateful that I have clean drinking water. Do I have good, sustainable, and nutritious food that keeps me from starving? Yes. Okay, I'm thankful for the food that I get to eat. Do I have a roof over my head? Those are the three basics. You can also be thankful for things like, I'm thankful for my friend Tommy. He keeps my head out of the gutter. He keeps me in a higher place when I'm in my lowest spots. I'm thankful for him. I'm thankful to have him in my life, because if I did not, I wouldn't even have hope out of this place that I'm stuck in up here. There's so many examples. I guarantee you can think of at least 10 to 20 things you're grateful for. And if it helps, write it down. Write it down in your journal. Write it down on a piece of paper. Stick it on your wall above your bed. Stick it on your fridge. Stick it on your mirror. Read it every morning. Read it every night. And as the more you read it, at first you're going to be like, yeah, no shit, I'm thankful for these things. Whatever, it doesn't really matter because I'm so used to it. But if you begin to analyze and gain a perspective on them, become aware of them individually over time, and damn, your brain starts locking onto it like, damn, I really am grateful for this. Like holy shit. And that will generate, first of all, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you're going to have a reason to live. Like you're going to be thankful that you're alive and you have these things in your life. It's going to create a sense of hope and sort of purpose, even if it is in a small way. It's very important that you have gratitude. Number two is going to be hobbies. What hobbies do you have? Are they negative or are they positive? If you have negative hobbies, you should probably cut them out, right? If you have hobbies like playing video games 4 hours a day, which is, we all know that's a little excessive, especially as an adult. No harm, no foul, man. I was the biggest video game addict. I can show you I got 1,000 hours on Destiny, 2,000 hours on Call of Duty, 1,000 hours on GT. Like, I was a crazy video game addict ever since I was 8 years old, probably 7. Yes, replace these bad habits. If you know that these video games for 4 hours a day are affecting you and they're blocking you from obtaining your higher purpose or achieving something greater, like if it's using your time and it's not valuable to you to help advance and enhance your future, you know to cut it out. So find these negative hobbies, observe on it for a minute. Like what is not serving me? Because if it's not serving you, it's ultimately hurting you. There's no such thing as neutral. Hobbies. Replace them with good hobbies. Instead of playing video games for 4 hours a day, decide to instead go exercise, read a chapter of a book, and go to the gym for an hour. Boom. You just replace that video game time with something more positive that will then have a compounding effect towards your future. Plus, the natural dopamine, the good dopamine patterns you're going to gain from going to the gym and exercising and reading are going to long-term sustain you more than a video game would. I promise you, trust me, video games aren't fun to you anymore if you play fucking thousands of hours on them. I would know, okay? It gets fucking dull and then you're just addicted to it. You just do it to fill that void that you've set for yourself. Get yourself out of the voids that you've made. You have the power to change it. Who said you don't have the power to get off the Xbox and go fucking run a mile? Yes, it sucks, but if you truly care about this and this, mostly your spiritual and mental state, you will go take the action to better yourself. Number 3, habits. What are your habits? Mental, physical, chemical, emotional and spiritual. What are your habits? Do you have a lot of negative thoughts during the day? Do you have things that cross your mind like, oh, I hate my girlfriend at home, I hate my boyfriend, you know what I mean? Like, do you have all these negative thoughts just looping through your head? That's a bad habit. It's a habit because it's a repeating pattern that you're not even aware of anymore. Or do you have good habits like, every time I'm hungry, instead of reaching for the Snickers bar in the fucking cabinet, I go for an apple or a banana? Those are good habits. You need to filter out those bad habits slowly, and replace them. Because if you filter them out and get rid of them completely, you're not going to be starving for replacing them, because it's a habit. It's habitual. You know what I mean? Your body and your mind is used to it. You're chemically used to it. So you need to replace it concurrently as you're getting rid of the negative hobbies. Replace them with good ones. All right. I'm the habits. That is exactly probably one of the most important things about getting yourself, at least in the path out of your deep depression, that I know you want to get out of, because I was in your exact fucking shoes. For those watching, so replace bad habits with good habits. Always. Summary: replace bad habits with good habits, bad hobbies with good hobbies, and gratitude, positive thinking. I promise you this will get you far, to at least a point where you're outside of the box that you were in, and you can look down and be like, I can get myself out now. I can move the pieces on the chessboard. You are in control of your reality. You got this. Believe in yourself. Take these steps. Write them down. If you are interested in supporting Vexed as a brand, as a spiritual alliance to help the world, we do have our clothing website opening November 20th, 2023. It's vexedbrand.myshopify.com. The domain will change eventually. Starter domain. It will be linked in the description, so don't worry. Just go ahead and scroll down there. While you're down there, you might as well hit the subscribe button if you do enjoy this content and you want to learn how to improve your life and your mental more. As well as the link to our coaching platform and our community as well. That will be down there as well. That link is vexedspiritualalliance.com. So go ahead and check that out, see if it interests you, man. And go ahead and follow the socials, links in the description as well. And keep your heads up.